Although there's competitors now ramping up, and
Yeah.
as you're familiar with BYD, which is also on the West Coast, I think they're ramping up production of their electric vehicles. Warren Buffett owns 10% stake in that. Why do you laugh? BYD is trying to compete. Why do you laugh?
Have you seen their car?
I have seen their cars, yes. In fact, at the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, I saw their cars.
Yeah.
Well, they are on a different, tell me why you're laughing. You don't see them at all as a competitor?
No.
Why is that? I mean, they offer a lower price point.
I don't think they have a great product.
Why is that?
I don't think it's particularly attractive. The technology is not very strong. And BYD as a company has pretty severe problems in their home turf in China.
Right.
So I think their focus is, and rightly should be, on making sure they don't die in China.
Okay. What about for you? When are you going to turn a profit on Tesla?
Well, we think probably 2013.
2013. Okay. Gathered ourselves, talked more a bit in the break about BYD, and you make a good point though, and I want you to say this, about BYD. What you're saying is that, even though the cars are going to be priced lower than yours, and they are, they have said that they are a competitor to you.
Yeah.
That what you're saying is that, even if that's the case, that their cars are actually quite expensive for what you're getting. So why do you say that?
Yeah, something that surprised me was that when we priced the components, the various elements of the supply chain of the Model S, we found that China was uncompetitive. This is really surprising. I mean, I thought that we'd be sourcing a lot of components from China.
Right.
Almost none of the components in the Model S are sourced from China. In fact, we find California manufactured articles to be more cost-effective than China.
Why is this?
I don't know. It was a shock to me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you would think that with cheap labor in China,
yeah, that
those parts would be cheaper. Okay. So you have no plans then to source in China in the future.
We're actually agnostic with respect to sourcing components. So we're happy to source components from the United States, Canada, Germany, Japan. And we do source a lot of components in Mexico. We source a lot of components from those countries.
Right.
But surprisingly, almost nothing from China. The Chinese components, remarkably, were more expensive.
But how much? How much more expensive?
On the order of 10% to 20%, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a huge difference.
Yeah. Now maybe due to logistics.
Right.
You've got to ship the stuff. It's a lot easier to ship a little iPhone than it is to ship some big, heavy component. That may be a factor.
Okay.